Hi there, gorgeous! Hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday to you. I know I've been absent from YouTube. I needed a break, so I took one. I just want to say thank you to everyone who sent such thoughtful, kind messages on Instagram, YouTube, asking if we were okay, telling me they missed me. I missed you too. And yes, we're all great. Everyone's healthy, happy, fine, great. Just needed a break. Sometimes I get really overwhelmed with everything happening, and I need to step away for a little bit, and I don't want to bring that stress here. You know, this is supposed to be a place where you come to unwind and just chillax, and so that's, yeah, I didn't want to bring any kind of like energy in here, so yeah. So today I am using makeup that I have not used in years. A lot of these are really old favorites. I couldn't believe I had most of them, honestly. Stumbled across some that I'd forgotten I had. The first product, oh, by the way, I've already applied my eyeshadow primer and I used my Wet n Wild Brulee eyeshadow today. So the first product I want to share with you is one from Maybelline. This is the Soda Pop palette. Oh, I had forgotten all about this one, but I love this palette. And I want to say it's at least 2 years old now. Can't keep track. Ever since I had Jet, everything gets just, I don't know, time is just flattened. Coca-Cola Float is the first shade I'm going to take. When this palette first came out, I was enamored with it. I remember I used it, oh gosh, over and over and over for a few weeks. And then, I mean, it's just the nature of my job. It's like I feel like I can't get too in love with a product because I have to move on and try new stuff. There's just so much new stuff coming out all the time. It's hard to keep up. And then I'm taking the shade Root Beer Float, which is that deeper brown. Also going to add that into the crease, give the look a little bit more depth. And I don't like how warm that crease color is right now. I want to tone it down a little bit. I have a visitor. Hi. Thank you. Package delivery.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's so cute. Ever since Jet started talking, I've been teaching manners. You know, please, thank you, etc. And I'm doing the same thing with Gia right now too. So I've always made it a big to-do. Like, it's a big deal that I'm not going to give you something until you say please. And then you have to say thank you afterwards. And so Jet is very good about that. And so when he says thank you, I'm always careful to say you're welcome afterwards. But there's been a few times when I haven't said it just because I'm distracted or I get busy or whatever. And it's so cute because he'll come back and he'll be like, you're welcome. It's amazing to watch a little human being turn into a person. I mean, for the longest time you can't talk with them, and then they start talking. And then you like realize, you know, their personality is developing, and then you can communicate with them and the whole relationship changes. It goes to a different level. I have thoroughly enjoyed having a front seat to watching Jet and Gia grow into who they are becoming, and I'm so excited for Ace. Ace just stood up. Like, for the first time, pulled himself to stand up today, and I was like, oh my gosh. I am just over here in amazement, okay, because Jet and Gia did not do these things this fast. And I've heard that the third child is usually the fastest when it comes to picking up things, but oh, they weren't kidding. Let's do a cranberry eye. It's been so long since I've done one like that. So I'm taking the shade Cherry Cola. Okay, no, I'm not feeling it, but since I want the other eye to match, I'm gonna have to apply it over here too. Okay, so we have a little bit of Cherry Cola on the lids, but what I really want to do is I think I want to, let me see. Yeah, I think I want to use that shade Cherry on top, which is the purple. It's a red based purple. And I'll layer that over the top. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Ace is army crawling. He hasn't quite mastered yet getting on his knees to crawl. He really enjoys the army crawling. And I remember Jet was like that too. He army crawled until he was about 9 months old. So hopefully by next month, if not sooner, Ace will start to crawl like that too. All right, so I'm taking a little bit more of that Root Beer Float shade and I'm adding it to the outer third. And I think I also want to add it to the inner third. I'm going to tone down that lid color a little bit. And I'm not really feeling that lid color. So what I'm going to do is go back with the shade Tonic, one at the very top of the palette here. And I'm going to apply that wet on the middle of the lid. Okay, I like that a lot better. Okay, we saved the look. Now this next one I have not used in forever and a day. This is the NYX Microbrow Pencil in the shade Auburn, which I feel like I can use now that my hair is a little bit darker. This was my favorite for, I don't know. It was just one that I purchased over and over and over again. But I have discovered other pencils that I like better, so I've been using them more. And the other thing that kind of threw me off about this pencil too is that it became really hard to find. It was one of those that I felt like I had to go to 3 different places, sometimes 4 or 5 different places just to find this pencil. And that's why I gave up trying to get it and just went with something else. For my eyeliner, it really, really has been years since I used this product, and I loved it for the longest time. This is the Inglot Duraline eyeliner, number 77. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use the black one. I have almost every color in this gel liner because I loved it so much when I first discovered it. Brown, yes. Okay, let's use this one, number 89. You want to see how much I love these Inglot gel liners? I show you. Ah, that's love. You can see it's all dried up. I mean, it is. It's a gel liner. It's going to get dried up. But Inglot makes something called Duraline, which is a mixing medium, and it's meant to rehydrate products like gel eyeliners that do get dried out. So you can still use them. And you can use this with any gel liner. It doesn't have to be the Inglot ones. And so you just take a little bit. I'm taking about 2 drops here and putting it in there. And then you just mix it with a brush, and it goes right back to that same creamy consistency that it was when you first got it. And I love this stuff because easy to rehydrate like that, and it lasts all day. It's not going to move, it's not going to break apart, it's not going to fall apart. It's one of the best eyeliners I have. Lashes I'm wearing today are from my lash line, Inky Minky Lashes, in the style Unapologetic. So if you'd like to get them for yourself, I will have them linked for you below. I love them. For the face, I have so many products I haven't used in so long. I'm going to start with a foundation, and this is from LA Girl. It's their Pro Matte Long Wear Foundation in the shade Ivory. This is one that when it first came out, I loved it for the longest time because it's matte, it looks gorgeous on the skin, and it has full coverage. But that's why I got away from using it, was because I started to transition more to products that were very lightweight looking. You really don't need much of this foundation. This is just 1 pump of the product, and you can see it's super, super, super pigmented. I liked how many shades they offered in this foundation. That was nice to see for a affordable drugstore brand foundation. Not as extensive as, say, Fenty. I mean, it really wasn't, but it was a start. It was much more than what you see most drugstore companies doing. And to me, that the effort speaks volumes about the company. Concealers. Okay, so I was going through my whole stash of concealers, and I just had to share this with you. I'm not using it today, but this was my holy grail favorite for the longest time. The MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC15. I loved this stuff. Still do. I just haven't used it, and I can't even tell you how long. I mean, I went to go try and mix this up because you can see it's kind of separated in the tube there. It won't even mix. I think I'm just gonna have to toss it at this point, but it is old. Anyway, I just had to share that with you because it was kind of like, nostalgia. So for my under eyes, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer. This is another one I haven't used in so long, in the shade Porcelain. Oh, the brush. I had forgotten about this. It's kind of dried out. Okay, well, can't use that one. Okay, but I have a backup. I was prepared because I didn't know if that one was going to be good still or not. It is really old. I'm using the number 7 Stick Concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium, and I love this thing. It's one that I compared to the Clé de Peau concealer, which is $70 by comparison, but it performs and looks identical to that one. I was actually very surprised that a lot of these products still existed in my foundation drawer because I went through my drawer recently. I mean, we're talking in the past 6 months, I want to say, and I got rid of what I thought was everything in there that had to go, but obviously some of this stuff remained. To set everything, I'm going with good old Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder. Couldn't tell you the last time I used this one. So I'll apply that under the eyes. And just set it around the face a little bit. Now that I have my eyes done, I'm going to go back and add a little bit more of Cola Float on the lower lash line. It's a little red. I'm going to go back with Root Beer. And we're going to darken that lower lash line a little bit more. Much better. Real quick for the contour, I am using Colourpop's Coconut Beach. This is not one I haven't used in years, but it's one I haven't used for a little while. And I love it. I love it. It's so pretty on fair skin. And then for my blush, oh, how long has it been since you've seen this one? L'Oreal's. Okay, it's been that long. All right. This one is in the shade Innocent Flush, and it's one of their True Match, I don't know, super blendable blushes. This was my favorite for the longest time, and I love it because it's light, super pigmented, but it looks gorgeous on the skin. I get into these blush ruts. They're kind of like eyeshadow palettes where I just love one certain blush and I use it over and over and over and over, and then I don't ever go back and look at my other blushes. I don't have any favorite highlighters from years ago because, for those who know me, I hated highlighter many years ago, so didn't have any. People change, things change. I'm going to go ahead and add a mascara to my lower lashes real quick. For my lips, I'm going with a very old combo. So old, but a favorite. And that is Essence's Satin Mauve Lip Liner. This is such a gorgeous color. I want you to see it before I put it on my lips. Look at that. It's just the most perfect blush nude. It needs to be sharpened. See? Gorgeous. Okay. The lipstick that is an all-time favorite of mine. I've had it for so many years. It's my last tube. So I don't ever use this lipstick unless it's for like a special occasion or a special look that I want to do. And you'll see why. Is Essence's Nude Love. This is the most perfect nude for me. It's not too washed out. It's the perfect pink shade, and you can see I love, 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 love it. But when I want to use it, I have to use a lip brush because it's, yeah. There's still plenty in there for me to use. It's one I can't get anymore. You cannot buy this color. And when you pair it up with this lip liner, it looks fabulous. Essence, bring it back, okay? It's the best pink nude. Love this look, but I also love that I was able to create it using products I haven't used in so long. It just goes to show you, you don't need to buy new makeup all the time. You can use what you have and get tons of different looks, different outcomes. It's simply amazing to me. And I know we've heard that before, but sometimes you forget because you get so bombarded with all the new stuff coming out. So play in your stash, see what you can discover. Thoroughly enjoyed spending this time with you here today. I missed you, and I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I want to wish you a beautifully blessed weekend ahead. I look forward to seeing you again very soon.